Welcome back to Football Daily and Transfer Talk, where we round up the best and biggest transfer rumours from around the world for your viewing pleasure. As always, if you hear any juicy transfer rumours, remember to tweet them in using the hashtag TransferTalk to me at James Wayne or the FD account. And if you're new to the channel, welcome, and don't forget to hit that subscribe and hit that notification bell. After a surprising return to Real Madrid, Zinedine Zidane will have his hands full in the summer after being promised a massive £300 million to improve his current squad. According to The Independent, the 3-time Champions League winner has set his eyes on recreating the Galacticos and is keen on bringing in Chelsea's main man Eden Hazard and Denmark playmaker Christian Eriksen, both from London, to the Spanish capital. Two players who are reportedly on their way out to accommodate these purchases are Ballon d'Or winner Luka Modric and injury-prone Gareth Bale. Eden Hazard, who has had his most prolific season in the Premier League, scoring 13 goals and assisting 11, was widely rumoured to join Real in the summer, but the deal collapsed, leaving him in London. The 46-year-old has now gone on to sign a 4-year deal as head coach, and Eden Hazard and Eriksen both are coming into their final year of their contract. It is very likely that both Chelsea and Spurs could be forced to say goodbye to their big playmakers. Staying in Madrid now, and Sky Sports News have learnt that Marco Asensio wants to move to Manchester, but surprisingly, it's not to the current champions. Yes, the 23-year-old wants to move to Old Trafford. Not for the first time in his career, Asensio has struggled for playing time under Santiago Solari, with half of his appearances coming off the bench. However, a stumbling block for the Red Devils could be the price tag, with United not willing to pay their £69 million that Perez is demanding. So far this season, the Spaniard has scored 6 and recorded 5 assists, including goals in both legs of their surprise exit to Ajax in the Champions League. Not bad though for a player struggling for game time in a team going through a rough season. If he is to make the move to Manchester, Los Blancos will have to lower their asking price. But knowing Perez, we can almost guarantee this will be a hard transfer to push through. Eden Hazard isn't the only member of his family making headlines ahead of this summer window, as Borussia Dortmund are making plans to bid for his younger brother. Thorgan Hazard has impressed in the Bundesliga for Borussia Mönchengladbach, scoring 9 and assisting 8 in the league so far. The 25-year-old has finally come out of Eden's shadow and has been a standout performer for his team this term, form that hasn't gone unnoticed by the current league leaders. Lucien Favre is already set to lose Christian Pulisic in the summer, who's heading to Stamford Bridge for the tune of £58 million, and the Swiss is keen to spend their incoming fee on Thorgan Hazard. The deal has been made much easier because of Chelsea, who used to own him, have now waived Hazard's clause that allowed them to match any bid made for the Borussia Mönchengladbach forward. Considering he's already proven he can succeed in Germany's top flight, BVB should look forward to their new recruit. Over to Manchester now, where the Mirror are reporting that Man United plan to announce Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as their permanent manager over the upcoming international break. The ex-super sub suffered his first Premier League defeat as manager against Arsenal on the weekend, but having won 14 of his 18 matches since taking over from Mourinho, he has forced his way into contention for the job next season. Zinedine Zidane was considered a suitor, but has since been reappointed Real boss, leaving OGS the only candidate for the opening in the dugout. The Red Devils will be forced to pay Molde, the Norwegian club he was previously coaching, around £8 million in compensation, as they expected him to return in the summer. Currently benefiting from a new manager bump and largely outperforming expected goals, the 46-year-old will face a tough campaign next season, with higher expectations now set at Old Trafford. Now we head over to the blue side of Manchester, where Ilkay Gundogan seems to be giving Pep Guardiola a headache over his new contract. The 28-year-old has refused to commit his future to Manchester City, which is reportedly complicating Guardiola's summer transfer plans. The German, who is out of contract in a few months, has played 16 Premier League games this season, with 8 of those coming from the bench, and is growing increasingly frustrated. In the Champions League press conference, the Spaniard made his feelings very clear, saying he wants to feel that he wants to stay. The 28-year-old replied saying, "There is no decision yet, we are still in talks, but I don't feel any pressure." With the 33-year-old Fernandinho not getting any younger, Pep Guardiola will have even more to do in the summer, if the German midfielder also decides he wants to call it a day at the Etihad. And with a history of spending big, we don't expect Pep to leave City's chequebook alone. We just keep yo-yoing between the Manchester clubs this week, as it looks like Solskjaer's first order of action as permanent manager, little quotations in there, is to put 30-year-old Alexis Sanchez out of his misery and on loan him out of the club. The Chilean has had a torrid time at Old Trafford, but this season has been his worst yet. He has played 23 times and only got on the score sheet twice, his worst ever return since stepping on English soil. According to multiple newspapers, Solskjaer has made it very clear that Sanchez will not be part of his plans, but with a $350k a week contract that could rise to $500,000 with bonuses, United know it will be a struggle to offload the forward. Sanchez was seen in Catalonia as he begins his recovery after sustaining a serious knee injury in their win against Southampton, which though sparked rumours of the 30-year-old returning to his old club. But bearing in mind their attacking options, that's very unlikely to happen. With the forward out for a minimum of 8 weeks, have we seen him wear the United shirt for the very last time? Do you think Sanchez will be at Old Trafford next season? Let us know in the poll above. Barcelona president Bernabeu is preparing to dip into Ajax once again, but this time for defender Matthijs de Ligt. Reportedly, the Blaugrana have been tracking the centre-back, hoping to unite him with Frenkie de Jong at the Nou Camp next season. Bartomeu confirmed that the 19-year-old's name is on their shopping list, but knows he will face heavy competition from the likes of Liverpool, Juventus and possibly Bayern Munich for his signature. The Reds seem extremely keen on the 2018 Golden Boy winner to partner Virgil van Dijk in central defence, but aren't actually favourites to sign him. Barcelona have already established a business relationship in Amsterdam, bringing de Jong to Catalonia for €75 million, and Bartomeu has previously worked with Mino Raiola, de Ligt's agent, giving them the edge above other suitors. Piqué, Longley, World Cup winning Umtiti have been joined by Todibo from Toulouse for competition in Barca's back line. So de Ligt may have to assess how many minutes he'd be guaranteed at the Nou Camp before picking the La Liga champions over other suitors. But where do you think this teenager should go? Let us know in the comments below. So thanks guys for watching, hope you enjoyed, and once again if you've got any transfer rumours make sure you tweet us. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, like, notification bell, all that good stuff, and watch some of our other content. You may really enjoy it.